Who needs an intro? Good morning, everyone. Welcome to TeamODZ Live. And Tour de Zwift, Rick and Annette racing. Are you in it as well, Ufa, or not?
No, I'm racing 10 minutes late.
Okay. Well, I'm riding the one remaining great ride that I have left. So we're watching Rick here, although everybody looks the same. Rick's going to try and find Annette, and then we'll see how we go.
There we are. Right next to each other.
And so you are. The route is Road to Sky, so a little bit of a descent, and some dirt, and then up the Alp. Oh, late joins available. You guys should have just poodled around for 30 minutes and then late joined.
Enjoy on the top, join on the top.
Is it up and then down, or is it just up?
I think just up,
If it's
but I'm not sure.
well, so the WTRL team time trials used to do this on New Year, and it's for the last 2 years it's been up and then down. If it is up and then down, switch to handbikes at the top. That'll give you 2 minutes. I will see if I can find out for you.
Wow, this will kick me back into the shape I want to be, probably.
One ride is going to do that.
Sometimes. Usually I need that one big one to, like, after rest, to, like, kick my heart rate and recovery ability back into gear.
I'm not sure if I'm completely rested, but I think I will see it soon.
I do like to lead in whenever, you know, there's Road to Sky, because everybody's just like, no need to push now.
I know, right? If you wonder why those couple have gone off the front. Oh, now just one.
Yeah, those, I have a feeling the front guys are, well, they'll either die or they're the 5 watt per kilo all the way up guys.
Yeah.
I'll let them have their 35 minutes. Or, you know, they're sub 40 times. I'll be happy if I go sub 50 on this one. Man, so yesterday after unpacking these Zwift Play controllers, I was surprised about the size of the box. And then once I took them out, I was thinking about, you know, when that decision point comes of, do I throw the packaging away? And I was like, well, I better make sure they're working. Then I looked at it and I'm like, how would I even put these back in?
Yeah.
It was a, I'd have to look up a tutorial video just to put them back in.
Yeah, I was pretty amazed that Alex managed to put the ones that you sent me back in the box. Yeah.
Like even just putting the extra packaging in to the box, that was hard without bending the packaging.
You want to try
I
taking them
don't
apart and
understand.
putting them back together again.
Yeah, that's how they do their packaging. I can only imagine how cramped the controller itself is.
It is very, yeah. Good, well, nice design inside. But
No PlayStation controller with all the extra room.
no. All the buzzy bits in your hands. Well, they have buzzy bits, don't they? Hey, you're in a race. You're not supposed to get off.
Well, got a race to get off, you know.
Boy's still pulling out in front.
Good for him. He's got quite an engine. If this is gonna work out for him. Need to find out if the individual time trials for FRR have drafting or not. So I believe everybody rides together. That decides my bike choice. That's the first race of that tour.
Here's the right turn. Very quickly come off the dirt. And start the climb. Basically an FTP test. 50 minutes. Thereabouts. Bottom to top.
All right, it's trending high, it seems. Should go down eventually here.
Then my graph up here, isn't it? And you continue, guys.
Look up speed into it. Well, that guy's taking off. Now this
Yeah.
is where you find out who's who. I think I'm gonna go lower and catch later if needed.
Just to the left of Rick here on the red bike.
This kit's a lot slower than the ODZ one.
Just pretend you're wearing the ODZ one underneath it.
Man, not too long ago, I would like take a few turns just to get to 170s.
Yeah,
Already
holding
there.
the high force here.
Lights are out, system down, and trying to pay rent. I gotta work it out, but it ain't that easy. Work 9 to 5, can't sleep at night. My money's all spent. I do anything and I go.
You have to prepare for the beer splash in the Dutch corner.
Miss the days when I was 18.
I think
And
it's
watch
number
out.
7 or 8, I can't remember.
Yeah, and watch out for the yellow snow.
Take me back, it's so silly. 'Cause I'm not that good at real life. Oh, take me back in time.
Rick and Annette looking good right now. We've got the pointy end. 5th and 6th.
I need to get used to this idea. Order. Push up in that.
How much it's got you? It's been holding 495. Amazing legs.
But you can go faster, Rick, if you want. You don't have to wait for
I don't
me.
want to at all. I believe we're going fast now. I wish I could say I wanted to, but no. All right, big punch into the corner.
To your left. Make it shorter.
Ah,
There you go. That's how much of a difference
20.
steering makes, Annette.
20 already.
ah.
Up the right, Rick.
Nice. Not another woo.
Up the right, Rick.
I always have my hand on the hoods.
Your fingers should just naturally fall in on the steering controller when you're on the hoods. Unless you've
Yeah,
installed
sure.
them wrong.
No.
There you go. Getting the idea of the steering thing now. And just keep dabbing it and move over to the left. For this turn. There you go. Nice steady. Move over. Keep going. Your left. Finish you around this turn, go right.
Oh
Okay,
no.
go right. Go right.
What happened?
Go right.
I lost power.
Okay. Bit too late. Right. That left. And then right again. Try and straighten the
It's kind
turns.
of weird because whenever I turn, I expect like, okay, point the nose towards the apex and then I'll be good. But you got to keep turning in this.
Yeah. Oh, we're right.
Okay. My dishwasher decided to arrive middle of the race, so
Oh,
we'll see
Nice.
today.
all right.
See ya.
See you.
Good
Yeah.
luck with the race.
Yes. Rick and Ed Fujitaki all holding that 5th, 6th and 7th position.
Wow.
Go. Like you're getting the hang of the steering now.
Yeah. Quite a thing to get used to right now, but it should definitely improve my time. Nice. Normally, my heart rate would drop into high 160s once I do 4 watts. Not today. Yeah. Might as well just get rid of this.
So, mind that.
Punches into the corner start being a little less as time goes on.
For me, the flat parts are the hardest.
You'll find that you don't need to
I don't
punch
know
the
what-
corners quite so much if you steer them.
Yeah,
You can use that to.
but it's just taking advantage of speed for the next, for speed, stake and the climb. I do find the turn, the flats to be harder because my brain says, let's relax a little. But it also says, let's keep going.
Oh, they're right.
Whew.
We cannot drop Fujisaki.
That's all right. There's plenty of time.
There is plenty of time. I was just going to say the same thing.
Or he can have it. I don't care. I don't do as well racing on the app because I look at it as I'm racing myself every time I'm on it.
The yellow lines are getting paler. There
Yeah.
they go. Now they're white.
Which doesn't make sense. It's if they salt the road, they're just going to blend in.
Oh, they're right. Here we go.
Net, you monster.
Yeah, I'm watching the next
That's-
numbers here. 5.5,
It's a bike.
5.6.
Oh,
And Annette's doing that kind of power without beans.
All that we know.
I do not talk about my secrets.
A few moments ago, Annette said that she struggles on the flats. Well, there's nothing flat about this route.
No.
No.
Except at the very tippity top. That's a good 30 minutes away yet. Coming up on turn 12. One more and you've done 10. Ten turns down. 11 to go.
Hey,
It's making funny sounds.
yeah, my
I think
legs
that's-
tried to talk.
And no, that's the beans talking.
Yeah. Wow. Doing 300-watt averages on every sector. I knew this would happen.
I was just
You
going
and
to
that
warn
would
you,
push
I'm
me.
seeing you doing less than 4 watts a kilo. Come on, Rick. Get your finger out.
I even said it to Annette yesterday. I was like, probably just going to push each other.
Well, I seem to have lost the little map bit. Oh well. You can see other riders around. Oh, there it goes. It's decided to come back up again.
I always tend to slow down around these parts. Right in the middle.
And my
And then
middle
I get
slows me down as well. I need to eat beans a bit, I think. That'll help me with my middle.
Clear it all out. Yeah, that was a good transition.
Yeah, you almost took an extra wheel off.
Ah. Wow, standing up hurts.
Well, you've got a number on Fujisaki. You're 7 seconds behind.
Now it's getting hard.
Nice work.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the toughest part, I'd say. I mean, the end's tough, but you know it's almost over. We got our 35-minute guy up in the front. Way up. Turn 7. Past turn 7. Whew. Oh, I'm tense in my shoulder.
You drove me to your house. We had a pretty good time, but I
Single
still
digit.
think twice
That's turn 9 done.
the way we said goodbye. You walked me to the door. You didn't feel so good. I didn't know what for, and awkwardly we stood. I'm sorry if I'm awkward. I'm so
Zaki's still trying, but his numbers are going above 4 and then dropping below. And I think you've given him the set.
Faster we go, the less time we have to do this. Arms starting to die out a bit.
Why?
Right.
Should I?
Do you always ride in the middle?
Yeah, steering helps. I didn't say steering. Oh, you can use a coffee break?
No.
Mm.
Really?
Yeah, there you go. Both
Yeah,
both
it's an
Annette
oval.
and Rick take a
Wanna
coffee
take
stop
turns?
together.
Well, that'll disqualify us.
Yeah, take turns with your coffee stops.
All right, you go first. You want in? Or should I? Because I'm in front.
You going to take a coffee stop, Annette?
No.
All right,
Okay.
me neither.
No. Want to do it without.
Coffee stop might ruin me. Because I'm in a groove. It's just
Oh.
gonna hurt no matter what.
At least if you don't use it now, you've got it for later if you need it.
Never
I miss-
coffee stop uphill.
Although you dropped Fujisaki, Ima's having a good go at coming back at you.
My averages are still staying in the 300s.
It's something you are closing in on Ant as well.
It's your question.
Come on, think about Chipmaster.
Think about having some more beans when you finish. Turn 7 done.
That totally looked like a 2 or 3 masted ship.
Yeah, in the Dutch quarter. Go for Ufa.
It's not far away now.
No,
looks
that's
like-
the last sector over.
Looks like about the
Wow.
same height as a mountain to me. Yeah.
Some blue on the climb now. Up ahead.
Yeah.
Went away from Imet again. Like Fujisaki has given up. You're not there anymore.
Wow, it's a long drop push.
Do you have more than one power up?
Yeah. Well, we might get another one along the way. That one I had last a long time.
Might be double length on the event.
I have only one.
Then 5 done.
Yeah.
Up to 4.
Ah. Oh, it hurts. Stay.
Closing in on Ant. before. They're all just a couple of minutes now, each of them. There you go, you can see Arndt right ahead. Let him come to you. Second out of Arndt's lead.
Nearly there.
Yes, nearly there. And that's right there.
Light work.
Right, let's get
You
out of
have
the
to-
draft over to the left. Here we go. And then back after the turn, back into the draft again.
You have to enjoy the pain in your legs.
Yeah. Getting easier now. Eventually. It's like by this point, it's just like whatever. Who cares? Used to.
Turn 3 done. So closing in on Arndt. Question is now, will Arndt blow up trying to stay away from you? Ten seconds. Almost there, here's turn 2. Eight seconds to run. Reeling him in.
I have second power up.
Almost there, innit?
Wait, come on.
Yeah, come on, Rick. Stay with it. Nice work. Final switchback coming up. There it is. You guys know this finish now. After this, never mind the wheels. You deserve wheels, gloves, 2000 XP, everything.
Yeah, my legs are fat.
No, they're not. Don't listen to them. Where's the snow
Do you
gone?
have a power up? Rick, do you have a power up?
Yeah.
It's the difference between finishing and not finishing, Rick. Don't forget you've got a coffee stop.
I don't know, I can finish. I want to do a punch. I can't.
Oh, yes, you can.
No punches left. Wow, I think I definitely beat my PR.
And this, folks, is how you do a
Said it wasn't.
50-minute.
Wasn't gonna be. Said it wasn't gonna be a
Up at
PR.
the left,
day.
Rick. Save all those miles. Up at the left. There you go. And then back right again. There's that finish.
Ugh.
That's almost the rest of it.
There you go.
Oh,
Nice work.
Wow. Damn, Annette.
oh my god.
43:51. Holy, that's a new PR.
Not too bad.
You got 43:41.
Oh,
Wow. Well, that was more than what I thought we were gonna do, for sure.
me too.
But I knew we were gonna push each other because
Yes.
I know that you definitely have the same power as me, if not more. I could tell just from us riding at tempo the way you do it so easily.
All right.
Yes, it pushed me a lot.
Switch bikes.
And that's like I'm doing easy work today.
Rick,
She's doing 3 watts a kilo.
Rick, switch bikes for the descent.
Yes. Whew. I still don't have any brakes because I'm afraid I'm gonna push them,
No,
which
just
I
press
would have
it.
at one point.
I've never changed bike. That's
Oh.
for me completely
Actually-
new.
Yeah. Yeah, if you go on the hand bike, you go so much faster on the descent.
Ah.
Ah. All right, I gotta see what my average power is so far.
Oh, that was. Oh.
Well, I have easy pedaled a little bit, but it says 284. But yeah, every segment, well, it must have been the first part too, because every segment was 300 or more. I think I had maybe like 2 segments that were 298 or something like that. Holy.
We had a constant pace from the whole climb. I think it was
Yeah.
constantly pace and what too for me. I think about 250, 60.
Yeah, you guys paced that really well.
Yeah.
So when we were, yeah, because I was on my last bits at the end there. My engine is definitely depleted a little bit. Because the last time I did a PR up there, I was done at the end, but I was like, I still had a punch in me. I had no punch left. It was gone. That was awesome. You definitely pushed me very hard in that one. Every time I wanted to go easy, all of a sudden I'd see you doing 5 watts and I'd be like, okay. And you kept up with me with my steering the whole time too. And every time I'd punch into a corner, you wouldn't punch, but shortly thereafter you would just ease up to me, gradually turning on the power.
Did you
Makes
switch
me
yet, Rick?
wonder, is the punch? No, yeah, I forgot. There I go.
Where are you, Rick? Are you? Did you get?
He's still at the top. No, he's still at the top
Yeah, I
at the
still
moment.
haven't gone down here. I'm
Ah,
trying to get my brain to work. All right, here we
Yeah.
go.
He'll catch you up with the steering.
I also wanted to take a picture at the top of the hill because that looked really nice.
Yeah.
A lot of
Don't,
reds and yellows, not enough.
Just pull down and steer all the turns, Rick.
Yeah, this is good practice for that. Oh yeah, I forgot I can push Y now too.
Yes.
Man. Wow, one of the biggest things bothering me about halfway up was my shoulder. Because I think right now I have a trainer balance issue. It's like whenever it says it's balanced, it doesn't feel like it on my saddle. And it's just a whole thing, but I feel like I was putting a lot of pressure in on this side and my shoulder was starting to cramp up on my trap. And I could see even like when I would try to like when I try to keep up a little more to keep my core tense and do it, I could see, I was looking at it, looks like it's bulging out. I'm like, no! That's the problem with having a camera on me.
Too much talking, not enough listening. I'm telling you to go right for the turn.
Oh, yes. I feel so done with everything now. That was perfect. That was like full depletion. Good stuff. And you got the climb jersey on that.
Yes, that did.
Me? I
Yes.
have the climb jersey. Yes.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, what did you get? Like 5th place overall?
Yeah,
I think 5th. Yeah.
yeah. And I got
In
5th,
the
you
mix.
got 6th.
In a mixed race. That's insane. You are a powerhouse.
Thank you.
I was just amazed at how like you just always had something. Definitely shows that you've been working on that engine a lot with your long rides and all that stuff.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
paying
Yes.
big time.
Yeah. Because in this heart rate, my heart rate was the whole time between 160 and 175. And
perfect.
yes, but in these numbers, I didn't train the last time. I only did long rides with heart rate 130, 140.
Yeah.
And
That's what I noticed.
I wonder how good that works over that whole climb, that I could hold the pace and the high heart rate. But I think
I mean,
that's because I did races for a long time, and I think my body can accumulate, or is this the right
Yeah.
word?
Yeah,
Very
acclimatize.
good.
acclimate.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, because I mean, I noticed from this summer, like doing a lot of those longer rides with climbs and stuff. I mean, we were going at about, well, you were probably actually doing more than me, I would say,
Mhm.
this summer, because you were always like, I mean, I always see everything in miles, so, but you were always above 300 miles, and I would rarely go above 300. That was like a big week. But with my long rides and like keeping my heart rate right up in like the 150s or so, typically average,
Mhm.
like low 150s, and doing like 70 miles with climbs, it was amazing what it did for my engine, and it would help out when I was doing the Alp. It was helping out so much with like keeping my heart rate right. Like the moment that I would bring my power down just a little bit on the flatter sections or something, then I would notice my heart rate dropping down. Not this time as much, but the previous PR that I did. And my heart rate would start dropping down, even though I was still over 4 watts a kilo. It'd be like I'd go up to like 4.5, 5 watts a kilo, and then my heart rate would go up a bit. But then, yeah, it was like a lot more adjusted, or it was a lot more control over it, easier to adjust based on my power output. This time I was like 5 beats per minute higher than usual, and I don't think I ever dropped into the 160s. I just stayed mostly in the low 170s, crept up into the high 170s a few times, catching you.
Mhm. Yes,
Still
and
didn't, I may have
and-
hit 180, but I didn't do it much, which was
Someone's
good.
not
That's when I'm
steering.
fully out of shape.
Come on, Rick, practice.
Yes. Oh, great. Now I got steering controls, and Andy's going to be after me all the time about steering. Are you steering, Rick? He's like, you've been waiting for these all week, and now you get them. You're going to steer them. All week he's been listening to me talk about how the tracking on the U.S. Postal Service sucks, because like the package was picked up and then it said it left and it just disappeared for like 5 days. And then it said it was randomly in Connecticut, but it had left Connecticut, never arrived, just left. And then it just stayed there for 3 days.
It's like the like the fitness advertisement. I pick things up and put them down.
Whew, man. That's the thing with our postal service, because the U.S. Postal Service uses, like any government entity here, it likes to have a lot of contractors, and essentially all that government contractors are overpaid companies that do a horrible job. And so whenever a contractor for the U.S. Postal Service picks up a package, you know it's not going to be tracked properly. It's going to take more time than usual. All the above. They might even send it east for a while towards your house, and then all of a sudden send it west for no apparent reason. Just send it off track 500 miles for no reason.
Just in case we have any US postal workers or contractors who work for the US Postal Service watching.
Yes, I'm not
Rick's,
talking about you.
Rick's opinions aren't necessarily those of TeamODZ. Standard disclaimer.
I think the only one that we'd have watching that I know of would be, what are they called in the UK? Posties?
Well, it depends who
Sorry?
we're talking about.
sorry, can you
we're-
repeat, please?
We're talking about the other Andy. I'm talking about the UK Postal Service, the United Kingdom, whatever it would be called. Mail, the Queen's Mail. I don't know.
That would
What is
be-
it called? Or the King's Mail?
That would be Royal Mail.
The Royal Mail? Oh, wow. Nice. That was close. Isn't it time to update that a tad?
Why?
I mean, I get it. I get it's like, you know, like it's tradition and like the royal family is paid to be royal and whatnot. But like, and they do have sway, obviously, you know. But like, I mean, really? Is it really the Royal Postal Service? Do the royals have anything to do with it? I guess it's just for history's sake, right? Like we have a George Washington Bridge in the US. Oh yeah, Annette, did I see that you had done the New York Grand Fondo at some point?
Yeah.
That
that
that I want to do that.
that this Gran Fondo series all over the world. You mean
Yeah.
this? Yes, what?
I'm talking
that-
about the New York Grand Fondo. I saw that you had a jersey for that on. I
Yes,
think it
it
was
was
on one of your Facebook pictures.
I think this event takes place all over the world, and
Oh, okay.
the one I did was in France.
Oh, okay. So they do
That-
it everywhere. All right.
Yes, I have never been in United States.
Oh, because I was gonna say, oh, I'm jealous because the New York
No.
the Grand Fondo New York is so cool. I've been on. It takes place on Route 9 West, I
Yeah,
think,
I would
and
join. I would.
it's an
do
amazing
it,
route.
Yes, I would like to do it, but I've never been there. That was in France, but
Yeah.
it's a very well organized event.
Yep.
It's worth to do. It's a perfect organization and interesting routes, and with you can take bottles during the race. They have a good how to say in English, no idea, where you
Oh, do
can
they-
really
Yeah, like the shoot.
where you
what do
can
they
take
call those?
bottles and gels and such things.
What do they?
Um,
What do they call those, Andy? I can't even. Oh, hang on. I can't even think of like a rest
Ref-
areas.
re- refreshments, or I
Yeah.
don't know. But
Yeah,
a very,
the,
very, very good event.
The Grand Fondo Hincapi, which those are only in the U.S. at this point, but that one's a good one like that. They seem like they're kind of like as if the Grand Fondo Hincapi is kind of like took pointers from Grand Fondo New York on how, you know, how to do setup and how to make it very, you know, produced well and good signage and whatnot. But it's but man, the Grand Fondo New York just looks so good because it's just like you start on the George Washington Bridge, which is a double level
Aw.
bridge, and so like everybody is just like right on that bottom level, just hanging out, waiting, and that's the starting point. And you set off from there and head out. I think you head out on the New Jersey side, which is, you know, you have a beautiful view of the city, which the city is just outrageous from the Jersey side. It doesn't even look real because it doesn't look like any city should be that big, have that many,
And that went the other
like
way.
any city should have that many buildings. Yeah, so
Yes, I
Now's the
would.
point
I
where-
would like to do this. It would be great.
And-
Yes.
and then it's also surprising, like New York is actually a surprisingly hilly area. That bottom part of New York. I mean, upstate it gets really hilly too, but when you're down near the city, you imagine it being so flat because of the city. Oh, they do it too early. But it's, yeah, especially once you leave the city, because they've leveled a lot of those hills in the city itself over time. But then once you get out of the city, it's just rolling hills and all kinds of stuff. And that entire 9 West looks like I've been caught in traffic there a few times. And it's just groups of cyclists going down the road, a big, huge shoulder. And then there's actually like cafes specifically for tailored to cyclists along the side of the route all year round, which is a rare thing to see in the US. You really know you've made it to a cycling mecca if there's anything that is focused towards cycling. So I've been meaning to go back and ride there because of this. First time I saw that, I was like, I have to come here. And I still
how far away do you live from New York?
It's about 6 hours of driving, depending on traffic. I think it's like maybe 300 miles or something.
I'm a bit further.
Okay.
Yeah. Andy has to pack a few lunches. You could make it in a day, but it'd be a really long day of driving.
I've driven to Niagara in one day.
A colleague from work, she was last week or 2 weeks ago for 4 days in New York. She had a direct flight, about 7 hours, and spent 4 days in New York and then back home. a longer weekend trip. And yes, why not?
Oh man, I can't believe we just got another PR. What is that all about?
Yeah,
Holy
and Rick just went up the Alp in 43 minutes.
Is this a new PR, Rick?
Yeah.
No. Yes?
Was that not one for you?
I think so, yes.
Okay. I was gonna say you never.
I think my last time was about, I think 47, 48.
Okay.
Yes, it definitely is a new PR.
That's a good improvement right there.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me last time. I went from 49, I think I was like 49.50, and then I got 44.50 on or 44.55, I think it was on the last one. And I was like, what? You know, just loving it. Like, wow, that's like 5 minutes better. And then now, and I really thought that was it. I was like, yep, that's about the last PR for this year. Maybe next year I'll get my training down good again, and then I'll build a little more on top of what I have this year. I did not expect to be chasing Annette up the Alp and getting yet another PR by another 2 minutes. Insane.
That's really great.
I have to say that I would not have gotten that if I wasn't chasing you, because there was a few times I felt like slowing down halfway through there.
Yeah.
And I did slow down a few times in the middle there, keeping my pacing going, and you kept it up, so then I would have to push further past what I wanted to. And yeah, it was good.
I must ride a constant pace. I cannot, for me it's very hard to change pace. That's always in races for me a problem when I have to fight for ranking or so, and then other racer goes faster, and then so I must hold my pace, and then I can get the best effort. But that's a thing you must train, this different pace on climbings or pushes. But it's very, very hard.
You're racing. Yeah, usually whenever I'm racing on climbs, I do find myself doing it where I like ease up a little bit, punch, ease up, punch. Sometimes, depending on where it's at. But according to there's some website that the FRR tour uses, Flamme Rouge Racing, and it's like something Zwift Velo or something like that. And Randy was looking at it, and she was telling me it like kind of lists what you are, like what your specialties are. And I was an all-arounder, but it was showing that I'm more of a puncher than a climber, which I guess makes sense in the steady pace thing category. But they were pretty close. They weren't too far off of each other. But it actually showed climbing as my lower ability compared to, why are we still in the jungle? Compared to punching and sprinting were better than climbing according to that thing by a little bit.
I cannot sprint. For me, sprinting is, yes, I have no ability to sprint. But I once won a race while sprinting, but I think that was because the other were more, yes, they have less ability than I have.
I consider myself a good sprinter until I go up against true sprinters, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm not a sprinter.
Yes, that depends on the other, you know.
I mean, when you look on Zwift Power, it gives you your punch, which I feel like punch must be related to sprint, and gives you your punch percentage, which mine has increased over the years. I think last thing I saw was like 89.9% punch. But then you look at like Randy, who she is totally a sprinter, and she has 99.9, and I'm like, wow, how do you do that?
Wow, yeah.
Look at those slow or fast twitch muscles going. And then I'm sure Yamel is like somewhere way up in the high 90s, because that guy can punch. And Woo's definitely, he's probably 100% punch.
Yes, but I think that you have it or you have it not. I think you cannot train this.
Yeah. I mean, you can adjust it slightly, but like you said, you have it or you don't.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can do like a lot of, I think like a lot of box jumps, and you can also go under like strength training where you do a lot of leg press. You do like a leg press, 10-week whatever leg press and squat and leg curl kind of workout plan, and then like
fitness studio.
Yeah.
Leg press. Okay.
And then after that, like there's something that I was listening to a podcast too. And then after that, towards the end of the program, then you start developing your fast twitch by taking that new muscle that you built and like doing more like fast, short bursts of lifting, and then also mixing that with like quick sprint action on the bike, like just quick punches and stuff, doing like 5-second things and all that stuff to develop the fast twitch in that new muscle. And then after that, it's like it was saying something about working, like doing high gear, low cadence pedaling to just really like get the make all the muscles really start working that you built. And then I think at that point, then you can develop your low end power.
I cannot.
I have done none of these. I just talk about it.
In former times, when I worked with a coach, he wanted me always to do this leg press and such things in winter to improve strength, but I couldn't transform the training, the strength training on the leg press to riding on the bike.
Okay.
I didn't get more strength, but when I did strength training with the bike on hills, climbings, training, then I improved my strength and I got more power. But with the leg press, that only made me totally tired. And after this training, I couldn't ride the bike for 5-6 days. I had no power. The heart rate was like 100 and didn't go up, and I felt so bad on the bike. And then I didn't make this training longer, and I made only the climbing training with the bike, and that brought me so much that was the best training for me to improve strength.
Yeah.
I think that's different. Some athletes can benefit from this training and some not. You cannot, yes, it's individually different.
Yeah. I have noticed that, because I mean, like there's also recommendations for like stretching, doing yoga, because of, I mean, like I feel how cycling, especially just cycling alone, can start to just make places tight and all of that. But then it seems like every time I've started into like a yoga routine and trying to do it steadily, all of a sudden I get pain.
I like yoga,
probably
especially
ease into it a
strawberry.
little better. But I do, I don't know. That's the thing I wonder, like, with strength training, you know, because I haven't done it yet for bike specific too much. I've done like barbell work, or dumbbell work, but it's been, you know, that's squatting 2 25-pound dumbbells, you know, and just, I feel it for sure, like, especially like in here, and it's nice, but it's not like what I'm gonna be doing, hopefully, because I used to lift weights for mass when I was in my 20s, because I was like, that's it with skinny me, I'm gonna bulk up. And I didn't bulk up, I just get skinny ripped. I did get a little bit of weight. I gained I got up to 170 pounds. What is that for kilos?
Just put a stick of butter in your coffee, Rick. That'll bulk you up.
And that was pretty much one day. That was like one day where I was like, ooh, I weigh 170, I did it. And then the next day I went back down again. But it was, so I have all the stuff, but I just haven't set it up since I moved in. And so far I've been putting it off for just about a month now. Every weekend I'm like, this is the weekend. And then things come up and I'm like, okay, next weekend. So, and putting it up is just half the battle. Then I have to actually go in the basement and use it. Find the time that I'm going to use it. But I do want to get on some strength training, because I do notice strength training tends to stop my aches and pains and the weird tightnesses. It balances me out a little bit more. Like, I could probably use doing another sport on top of this. Like, I found rowing to help. It's just a matter of where do I do it? When do I do it?
Yes, and when you have less time, then better spend the time on the bike.
Yeah. And this is really what I enjoy. I mean, when I'm rowing, all I can think is how I wish I was on my bike. It would be a lot more fun. You know?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah.
That's
So my top weight was 77 kilograms. That's the highest I've ever weighed.
And that's not much.
No. No,
That's
I
not
was
much.
definitely, and at 6 feet. I'm 6 feet tall. What is that? 182 centimeters, is it?
You've got 6 feet. No wonder you're so fast on the bike.
Oh,
When 2 feet get tired, you use another 2.
we actually have a brewery around here that for some reason, well, they were these home brewers that they were okay, but we never expected them to try to open their own brewery, and they'd always talked about it. Never happened. One day they opened their brewery and they named it 2 feet. We were like, what? Why? What does that even mean? Well, why would you name your brewery 2 feet? But whatever. It's still open, so good for them.
Is it smelly?
That's the thing, you know. I think that's how they ferment their beer.
Oh, and thank you for dropping in the stream chat. Appreciate it. Everybody else out there, thank you for watching. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for saying yo. That's about it, though.
Thanks for watching, Annette and Rick. Today. I'm going to get a word in a minute. I'm trying to thank all of our viewers out there.
I need to have words with Owen real quick, because he had none with us.
All right, have words.
All right, I'm done.
Okay, thank you.
Said my piece.
Thank you, everybody, for watching Annette and Rick turn themselves inside out, make their PRs up the Alp. 43 minutes. Nice work, guys.
I ended up getting some pretty good bedhead last night. I slept really well, I'll tell you what.
All right, and before Rick changes the subject again, I'm going to say goodbye, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow with the Odifas group ride. Go on, say it, Rick.
Bye-bye now.
All right,
bye now.
All right, I've muted you now. Bye, everyone.